So this is just a quick answer to a question regarding the Shift AS function. And let's go ahead and drop a couple of stones and take a look quick at the question. So we'll select 2 stones, we hit Shift AS, that will allow us to take us into path mode where we can edit our path, but in doing so, obviously we're going to change the spacing between stones. So how do you fix that? Well, there's a couple of options that we have. Usually when we're wanting to bend the path, we're not bending the path in an extreme amount. Now in some cases, like in this case, we did, but most of the time you're not going to bend it that extreme. So what you would do is when you have your path selected here with your stones on it, we just select any stone along the path. Notice that this button here, which is our target button, and D become activated. So what we can do is we can click on this button to add additional stones, which thereby decreases the amount of spacing, or we can right click and take away a stone if we need to for some reason. So you have that flexibility there. Now the other option would be to clear your stones entirely. And if we click over the BS button, you've noticed it says right click is clear. So if you look in the little info text, right click is clear. So if I did modify the path to an extreme, I could just right click on BS and then select my path and then go ahead and apply the stones. And when I do that, it will recalculate based on the modified path and of course using the stone size and spacing I had. So let's just kind of recap what we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and right click on AS to drop a couple of stones. Shift AS. I'm going to modify my path now to the extreme, and it's going to be easiest if I select these stones. We want to make sure that this button and this button are pink. That means we have our stones selected, which they are. Now we can clear our stones, and AS again to reapply, and it recalculates the proper number of stones. Or, like we said, we can use that target button to just add or subtract a stone or 2. So let me give you an example of where we might utilize this. Let's say here for my letter R, I'm going to go ahead and drop an SS16 stone there and there. Hit the escape key. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect these two, Shift AS, but now I want to bend my path. So I want to bend my path in the shape of the R. So you can see I have modified my path. I'm going to hit my space bar and then click on one stone. And notice that my target is now pink, and I can just click on that target a couple of times. I think I'll just do one extra stone there. And now you can see how we're able to do that. So like here for my letter A, what I could do here is, again, I would drop a stone, and maybe even drop a stone here, hit the escape key. I can connect these two, Shift AS, and that gives me a little path. Now in this case, we're going to be modifying the path quite significantly. Okay, I'm actually going to add a control point here by double clicking on my path. Give us a little bit more control over the finished path as well. So now when I think I have my path kind of the way I want it, I can select one stone along the path. In this case, I'm going to clear by right clicking BS. And then I'm going to go ahead and select my path again and just hit AS, and it will go ahead and recalculate my stones along the path there. So there's definitely several different options that are available to us and how you utilize these tools, but having all the buttons right here and all these various quick select buttons will definitely increase our productivity. Thanks for watching.